For aspiring young footballers, the AFL pathway can be pretty tough, but with a lot of dedication and hard work, your dreams can come true. Today on Halftime of the Football, we speak to the West Australian State Academy about how they're developing the next wave of champions. Western Australia has produced some of the best players in the AFL. Buddy Franklin, Nick Natanui, Stephen Hill are just some of the talented players that have recently come through the Western Australian program. Over the last 2 years, the Academy has had many players drafted into the AFL competition, but it's not just about football. Criag Starcevich is the Academy's talent and coaching high-performance manager, and his previous success with the AFL clubs Collingwood and Brisbane are invaluable to the players.
Obviously a lot of them have progressed through our 16s, so we've had them now for 2 or 3 years, so you know they've been exposed to some of the things now, and we're layering different concepts on them as they come through. So basically the end result is to prepare them for an AFL club.
How do you get into the Academy?
Initially on your WAFL form, or first and foremost on your WAFL form. So we've picked a group back in sort of January of our first dozen, I guess, and then after that we've basically added groups of 6 and 10 along the way, and gradually got to our group of the low 40s right now. So it's purely based on WAFL form.
So the Academy's not just about football?
Oh, definitely not. Trying to balance up, you know, the holistic life as a sportsman, I guess, getting used to being a professional athlete. So trying to time manage, you know, be diligent about looking after your body, getting physio treatment when you need it, doing the right recovery, putting the right recovery mechanisms into place that you know get the best results. So you know, all those things are really important.
The Under-18s Championships are currently being played across the country, and the West Australians have started well, defeating the Northern Territory, Tasmania, and were narrowly defeated by Victoria Metro. Coach Brad Wira has been happy with the commitment of the players, but still wants his players to realise there is still plenty of work to do.
It's an exciting time and a great honour to be in the chair that I hold, and it's really exciting times for us in WA footy.
Is it the best preparation for the AFL?
I think so, and I think most programs now across the state are actually looking to prepare their players at the under-18s level in anticipation for AFL and beyond. For 10 minutes what we went away from was up here.
Do we expect more from the players because they're the state's best?
Oh, I think so, but it's also a lot of pressure on them. You know, it's a big opportunity for them to play, and so we try to emphasise the academy as a whole, and it's not just all about the carnival, but it's also, you know, about for playing well at their WAFL club and finishing off and actually progressing through the system of Colts footy, 18s championship, hopefully go and play some league games for their local WAFL club, and then look towards a draft camp and then hopefully an AFL draft.
How much does football mean to these young men?
Oh, it's a lot, Spin. Yeah, it's probably for some of them it's an opportunity of a lifetime. But we have to express how important it is to have outside interests, and you know, one injury away from sort of career-ending stuff. You know, not to be the doomsdayer, but we have to look at the bigger picture. And but it's a big part of their life and a very exciting time for not only them but their families and their WAFL clubs.
Steven Kigo is the captain of the WA side and has been in the academy for 2 years. His performance in last year's grand final for Swan Districts have many of the recruiting managers keen to get his services, but he looks almost certain to be snapped up by Greater Western Sydney. Steve, must be great to be the captain of the state under-18 side.
Yeah, it's a fantastic honour. There's not too many people that get to do it, and I think when you look at the honour roll with the names before you, it's a really great feeling and a good reward.
This is your second year in the academy. How's it helped you?
I was lucky enough to come to the 16s as well, so it's really just a step up in junior ranks, just to professional habits. I think it's not only the way that we train and stuff like that, it's the seminars and the talks that we have about nutrition and weight gaining and stuff like that, so it's a really professional environment that you come down to.
Come on, Ange, don't give it up!
And do you see this as important tools that you haven't learnt before?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's, as I said, it's not really the training; it's the people as well. Who's led by Brad Wira and Craig Starcevich, the coaches that we get exposed to have a wealth of knowledge, and it's great to learn off them.
Is it hard combining the academy and your commitments to WAFL football as well?
Yeah, I think it is. Sometimes, especially when you get a game, say for Swan Districts, when you're training here, you might not get to train with Swannies as much, but both parties are pretty understanding and rely off each other to ultimately get you to play on the weekend and go from there.
Conglio, 25 out, he's kicked 4.
You're in the middle of the Under-18s Championships. Which team do you like to beat the most?
Well, I would have liked to beat Vic Metro on the weekend, put it that way. So it's always good to beat the Vics, and haven't been able to beat Vic Metro yet. So now into our last couple of games, I'd like to win both, but it's even more special when you beat the Vics, I reckon. Have
you been happy with your performances so far?
Yeah, I think besides the weekend with the loss, all we really want is to play well and get wins on the board. So this year we got a really tight group and focused on not individual performances but team over individual, and so besides the weekend we got off to a good start. So hopefully we can progress that into Melbourne next week.
On your form, they're saying that you'll be an early draft pick and possibly heading off to Greater Western Sydney. How does that sit with you? Yeah, like as I said, with the draft, it's just a number. Really, doesn't matter where you end up. If you got the chance to play AFL footy, I'd play anywhere. So but it's obviously a daunting time, but you try and focus on the next couple of weeks and go from there.